Let me do it.
Pedigree, 1, 2, 3, project you live as a champ. Her last ride straight to hell, a tombstone, a choke slam. Here to give it to you raw. This is Wrestling with Savage, SmackDown. Hold the title, this is Wrestling with Savage. What?
Wrestling with Savage begins now.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Wrestling with Savage, and we're going to talk about everything WWE tonight. My co-host Jay will be here any minute. He's out there fixing himself something nice to drink because it was a big week this week, and we do this every Tuesday night. We do this every Wednesday night. We appreciate you all being here live from New York City. We want you all to sit back, relax, and enjoy the weekly update here on the show. I want to bring you the immediate action of what happened. You know, we're on the road to WrestleMania. And with that being said, the road to WrestleMania is going to be probably one of the best roads we've ever seen on a WrestleMania journey. I mean, I'm very excited about WrestleMania season, not just because it's in Philadelphia and because I'll be going there. You know, that's always good too. But not just because of that. And we're going to get into it. What's going on, Jay?
I'm feeling good, man. How are you? I see you're a busy man.
Yeah, I'm a little busy. I've been feeling good, but we are on the road to WrestleMania. You are watching the weekly update, and we got a lot to talk about The Rock, Cody Rhodes, a lot going on. We got to hear from both of them. We heard from The Rock on SmackDown. We heard from Cody on Raw. And if you've been following Rock on social media, then you've been hearing from him all the time. He's been, just cutting promos left and right on Instagram, in my opinion, kind of putting Cody Rhodes to shame. I don't see Cody on Instagram or YouTube or whatever it is, blasting The Rock consistently.
Never been done before.
5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
Who's done that before? Nobody.
Dude, he's going in and don't forget, tomorrow night, you'll be able to watch the AEW Weekly update where we're going to cover this shit show where it's going to be Christian Cage versus Edge for the 855th last time. Last fall's, last man standing match. And I think Christian has a new friend. I quit match. Oh, my God. Let's see how long they give him on the card. And then, of course, not Mercedes Moné in action, but we will hear from Mercedes Moné, and I'm going to give her the opportunity to win me over. Hopefully, I won you over at Arrival with my client, Spencer Slade, formerly known as Spencer Slade. Now he's just going to be just Slade, I think. Slade the Killer. And that's exactly what he is. That's exactly what we did. Tom, if I ever see you at ringside again, I'm personally going to slap the...
You're going to get it.
Actually, let me not make threats online. He'll sue me. He'll call his
lawyers. You already did.
Yeah, all right. You know what? I got lawyers too. I'm gonna smack the shit out of you, Tom. Total what, Tom? You're a piece of shit. All right? He's a piece of shit.
Respond? We'll find out.
I don't know, man. But this comic book's coming soon. Merch coming soon. A lot of shit going down in the Wrestling with Savage universe or the Savage Kingdom. Whatever member you are, maybe you were here before the Savage Kingdom and you're down with Wrestling with Savage from the start. Maybe you're a day one fan. And if you are, you should go over to Pro Wrestling Tees and buy my shirt. Send me money so I can buy more suits and more cameras and more batteries for the microphones I use. And all that shit's not cheap. To look that good and stand next to wrestlers like this, which, by the way, Serena Deeb did. She did try the cannoli. Let's
get the cannoli.
Sure. Ready for this?
We're recording. Are we live right now with Salvatore Promotions here at big event in New York City? Salvatore Promotions bringing you the best in wrestling today. I'm here with Serena Deeb, who's killing it on AEW. And,
Thank you, Savage.
Oh, you're very welcome. You look beautiful. You look fantastic. Have you heard of Martha's Country Bakery?
I have not.
My God. Would you mind trying a cannoli for us?
Yes.
Next to Luchasaurus, who's looking at those cannolis like it's prey. Lucha, are you looking at them like they're Adam Copeland? These are Adam Copeland cannolis. Are you going to do something about that?
Nick will take care of it.
Nick will take care of Adam Copeland real quick. Salvatore Promotions, Martha's Country Bakery, Serena Deeb, trying the cannoli. Let me know what you think.
Martha.
Is that a good cannoli?
He's doing this.
The best.
The best cannoli here at the best event, the big event, New York City, Savage, Salvatore Promotions. Come on down and see Luchasaurus, future AEW champion.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so what is
Let's
that?
go. He's like, really? Yeah, really. Yeah, really. Listen, man, I don't care how Tony Khan's booking him. Just because his daddy made another $400 million last week, well, guess what, man? Give me half of that, and I'll make you more money than Jesus Christ would coming back from the resurrection with all the fans praying to the gods that it happens. I'm the Messiah. I am the revolution. Give me the money, Tony Khan, because you don't know what the fuck to do with it. Luchasaurus could be your certified Undertaker if you treated him the right way. He could be your Phenom. He could be your badass, godlike character. If
Can we
you
watch it
treated
one
him
more
right.
time?
Nah, I'm not putting that.
One more time.
No way.
Please.
Which part? Why?
The end. The Luchasaurus, you said he was gonna be AEW champ. Can you just watch it one more time?
God. Salvatore Promotions, come on down and see Luchasaurus, future AEW champion. He said, really? I mean, I can't get over that. That is great. Now, I had somebody giving me shit. They're like, why are you calling him Luchasaurus? I'm like, go to his Instagram page, dumbass. He'll switch as a nickname. He's still Luchasaurus. And don't forget about it. Got Lucha to sign my figure, though. Yeah, cool guy. Serena D, very cool. Serena D, very cool. All right. Great time over there with Salvatore Promotion. Big shout out to Salvatore Promotion for bringing the talent. Now that I look back at it, I regret not including Chuck Palumbo in all of this. I should have had him up there eating a cannoli. I should have had Nick Wayne eating a cannoli. See, I went there and I just
cannolis you gonna buy?
Listen, man, I had a whole box of cannolis. Come on, man. I missed the cannoli.
Ain't no box of 50, I know.
I should have gave everyone in that building a cannoli, man. And that's what I'm going to start doing, man. I need to really get out there. I was being a little lazy that day. And that's because I was actually just waiting for this. I was waiting to meet Mick Foley. Oh, wait, meet him? No, I guess see him again because I've met him. And Foley came back. He came to the wrestling universe. He came through. And now let's check out some exclusive footage from the event. Hardcore.
How old is he?
Now that's what I call hardcore parking with the hardcore legend, Mr. Foley over here, who I haven't seen since 2013. Yeah, I saw you at the Beast Mode. You remember me, right? Oh, yeah. Savage. Yeah. George.
Oh, that wasn't a very good parking spot.
Nice to see you again, brother.
Thanks, guys.
Look at Foley right here.
That was hardcore, right?
This is a hardcore parking with a hardcore legend. Mick Foley is here, people. Yeah. Woo!
Yeah. Thanks for coming. We'll get through all you guys, okay?
Oh, Jack's here. Who else is here? We got Alpha Jr. in the house, Samoan royalty. Lewis, do your job. Do something. This guy, where's the sideburns, baby? God. Danny. And why are we all here today?
Miss Bobby Extreme.
Does anybody care about Bobby Extreme?
Yeah.
What do you got to say, Bobby Extreme?
It's extreme.
It's extreme. All right. The reason we're all here, it's very simple. The same reason why all these people are here. All these people are here. Why are these people here? Why are you here? Foley! 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 Who else is here? That's it. Where's the Foley chants? Make some noise or nobody's getting an autograph. Foley! Foley! Bang, bang. Bang, bang. Here at the Wrestling Universe Live, fans are waiting for Mick Foley to arrive. or maybe Dude Love or Cactus Jack, or who knows, maybe he's going to show up as Santa Claus. Good old Saint Nick. Mick Foley coming to you live. Line here at the Wrestling Universe is starting to grow. People are waiting to see the hardcore legend, the WWE Hall of Famer. Are you guys chanting Foley too here in the back of the line? We don't forget about the back of the line. Louder, come on. Foley, Foley, Foley.
Thanks for coming, Foley.
You got it, man.
Grab his bags, Lewis, and shut your mouth. Let's go.
We'll see you inside in a few minutes.
Grab his bags and shut your mouth, Lewis. Do your job. Do
What's
something.
up with the energy with the fans? My gosh, that Foley chant was horrible.
Yeah, it could have been better.
Just the enthusiasm. Jesus.
Yeah, not everybody's a savage.
Hey, I want to say something.
Hope it's a great
This
one.
is-
I'm waiting.
One of the true. Who would have thought? You know, when I was going to watch you and Sika, and you were scaring me on my wits, that you would become one of the true gentlemen, class acts in professional wrestling. Man, when I went to Italy and I saw the way your students, they didn't just respect you or love you, they revered you, and that's the way so many of us in this business do. So I'm wishing you the very best for a full and healthy life, and man, I'm proud to call you a friend. Have a great show. Oh yeah, should have done it.
Now that was him talking to Alpha.
Alpha.
Yeah, Alpha Jr.'s dad. Which, by the way, we'll get into that later. There's some news there.
No, yes, I'm actually here.
Okay, ready?
Oh, come
You
on.
got everything?
Yeah.
All right, you good?
1, 2, 3. Good.
There we go.
Thank you.
Yeah, I just want to show Foley doing his thing over there, man. He killed it this weekend. He killed it at the Wrestling Universe. Alpha Jr. came down. We had a good time. Mick Foley, Wrestling Universe. Make sure you go to their website, thewrestlinguniverse.com, and you can check out all their upcoming signings and events. And of course, I was at the big event. Might as well show you this. This is live? Is this recording right now? We're recording here. Is this the generalizing? Tony Gable? This is a joke, right? No. Who does he think he is? That is a fake championship made by a fake man who's a little fan. Who's a fan. He's a little kid. A grown man's body. He's never grown up. He's living in fantasy land every Monday night, and I'm sick of it. I'm sick of that title. I'm sick of Tony's big mouth. You're in New York City. Savage runs New York City. I am New York City. You know why your dad's not here? You know why your dad's not here? Ask Spencer Slade and you'll find out why.
Yeah, I'm gonna tap you for that one. Let's go. Much love.
That's what you get, Tony. All right. Tony also got clocked by the reincarnation of Dustin Rhodes. So appreciate Dusty on that one.
Bad luck for Tony.
Yeah, I saw Dusty. Tony was over here. He didn't think I was behind him. Yeah, Dusty. Crack. Piece of shit.
Sorry, Tony. Don't take it personal. It's just business.
Oh, no, Dusty.
See, that's what happens when you come to New York City, Tony.
No, Dusty. I know that.
Tony again laying on his back flat. I delivered. Don't show up to New York. You better not even show up to WrestleMania.
Can I say something? Now, I saw some fans there at Wrestling Universe with the modern WWE belt. Don't tell me Foley signed that.
Probably did. Yeah, pretty sure. I guess we'll get right into the breaking news. There was this is all brought to you by Ringside News. New footage shows Matt Hardy interacting with fans during the March 18th Raw visit. I saw a couple of pictures. I wonder if that means he's trying to he's trying to get to Mania. I don't know. We'll find out. Nick Nemeth stands up for fans who were criticized by The Rock. I think that's him just trying to grab attention, and you can't blame him. I mean, The Rock's the hottest thing in the world right now in professional wrestling. He's killing it, and Nick Nemeth is not. He wants to get a piece of that action. Let's be honest. That's why he went to bust it open, because he can't cut it on his own. He needs the help of some other icons. The Undertaker reveals reasons why the iconic match with Sting not taking place in WWE, and it's just because it just didn't happen, man. The timing wasn't right. It probably never will be. You know, it is what it is. It is what it is. But he also says that he can't watch wrestling right now and he can't come to the shows because it makes him want to get back in the ring. Alpha, the wild Samoan, set to undergo surgery after suffering an injury. Unfortunately, Alpha kind of hurt his back a little bit, had a slip, and he's going to need some surgery. And I just want to, you know, take this time to have a moment for everybody to send some prayers to Alpha's family. And hopefully he has a speedy recovery and gets better. So I love you, Alpha Jr. Much love. Hoping he gets better soon. Rave reviews pour in from wrestlers for Becky Lynch's autobiography. A lot of people have been saying it's awesome.
Yeah.
I heard a thing that she actually rewrote she rewrote the whole book. Like I might get it. Former WWE star Mandy Rose leaves the door open for a pro wrestling comeback. Obviously, we know that. I wish I could actually took a moment to talk to Mandy Sachs. She was at the big event. I myself had bigger business to attend to, unfortunately, so I couldn't stay and talk to her. Drew McIntyre reveals there are no updates on his WWE contract. I find that hard to believe. I mean, I think he's there's no way he didn't sign anything. They're going to give him a championship match at WrestleMania without signing the contract. I call bullshit. I think he's just stirring the pot, and good for him, man. He's supposed to piss people off. Booker T clarifies intentions behind disclosing CM Punk run-in remarks. I think Booker T's trying to get a match with CM Punk is what I think is trying to happen. I think Booker T is trying to work his way back in to maybe the biggest match of his career against CM Punk when he comes back from injury. Maybe. I don't know. CM Punk says he'll be at WrestleMania 40. I'm assuming he'll be there on night 2. And this is going to be interesting, Jay, because CM Punk coming back to WrestleMania for the first time. Is it possible that we see interactions with him and The Rock, him and Stone Cold, him and Hulk Hogan? You never know, man. Backstage stuff. No, nothing. You think that he's just going to come out?
Pre-show.
Okay, and this in other news, prayers out to Raquel Rodriguez, who undergoes intense medical treatment for MCAS, and this is why she's been taken off the roster as talent.
Like Sammy Sosa.
Out of action, bro. Whatever it is that she has, I hope she.
It's a serious thing. I don't want to make a joke about it, but when she came back, she looked so light.
It's just a shame right now with WrestleMania season right around the corner. If Raquel didn't have to deal with anything that she's been dealing with over the last few months, who knows what the storylines would be looking like at WrestleMania. Right now, we have an idea though. Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes. We have the tag match on Saturday night. We have Bayley taking on Io Sky, Rhea Ripley taking on Becky Lynch, Seth freaking Rollins taking on Drew McIntyre, Gunther defending his Intercontinental Championship against Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, Logan Paul, Randy Orton competing in a triple threat match for the United States Championship live April 6th. I believe that's going to be a night 1 match. We'll find out. Jey Uso versus Jimmy Uso, brother versus brother. We'll talk about that later on. Raw. LA Knight versus AJ Styles, which so far has been the weakest booked match of the entire card. We'll see what happens to change that. SmackDown starts off with The Rock holding a concert where he trashes Cody Rhodes, trashes Seth freaking Rollins, and a lot of people on the internet have been saying over the last few days that this is the best work of his entire career. I don't know if I agree with that. Like, not even by a long shot. It's good. I enjoyed it. I laughed. You know, he still does his thing. It's not easy to just get in that ring and entertain people for like half an hour by yourself. You obviously have to be very, very talented, which The Rock is. Plus, he's The Rock. He's going to WrestleMania. Jay, what did you think about SmackDown's opening segment?
I enjoyed every minute of it. I wish it was even more longer. It was great with the lines. I liked the part where he really didn't have to do a lot of instrumental things. He had those 2 guys. Excuse me, guys, I don't know your names, but they were the ones that provided the instrumentals. Had the punch-up lines. I liked the 8-minute social media he did before this, and I also liked what happened after. He transitioned into getting serious and talking about Cody's mom. Very disrespectful. I thought it was brilliantly perfect. I didn't think he could top the last one. He certainly did. Topped it.
It was good shit, man. I enjoyed every minute of it. I caught SmackDown just because they said The Rock was coming on. Because, dude, how are you not going to watch The Rock right now? I have The Rock coming out on TV every week now. He's been on TV more times this year than Roman Reigns has. I have Final Fantasy VII. I feel like I'm in 1999 or something all over again. 1997 even. Jesus Christ. This is prime time shit we're watching here, and I love every minute of it. We'll move on to Legado del Fantasma defeating the LWO. This was for a WrestleMania Tag Team Championship qualifying match. Obviously a very good match because everybody in the ring can wrestle their ass off. This was actually probably a match that needed more time. Jay, your thoughts on this opening match?
Yeah, I could agree with you on that. And it was good for what it is. But come on, let's face it. LWO have more losses and they have more wins in NXT. So this was obvious.
Yes. Yes, we have LA Knight getting attacked by AJ Styles while cutting an interview. Now, this is supposed to spice everything up, get this rivalry going. I don't know, man. I feel like it's too little too late. WrestleMania is going to be in less than, 2.5 weeks.
What you didn't like about it?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I just think it's another match. There's no meaning for it. What does it really mean? It's not like the winner of this match is going to get catapulted to a championship opportunity immediately.
Right. I just think that Styles hasn't been enough on TV to build that character he's doing. The last time I remember him was he dissed his friends. Now we see him Elimination Chamber, and now we see him here. I feel like
this is one of those situations, Jay, where like they have nothing else to do with either one of these guys, so they're just going to throw them at each other.
But we can't say that, Savage, because think about it. This has been progressing for the last 3 to 6 months, so it's not really something that just came out of the air. I just think Styles hasn't been enough on TV for me to be interested because I don't know what kind of character he's doing. Like, he's all dark and mysterious. He's dissed his friends. But besides that, what are you really doing? I don't know.
My main point, I think it could be better produced with the quality of
but
performers you have right now.
We're talking about selling, tickets. Like, talk to me, tell me something so I could be invested. Right now, I'm really not.
Listen, I don't know. Me personally, I wouldn't have booked this for WrestleMania. I would have. My point is this. These guys are both phenomenal superstars, right? Phenomenal. LA Knight is not the phenomenal one, but he is a phenomenal athlete. He's phenomenal. He's amazing on the mic. He's amazing in the ring. He's been killing it with the crowd. He's over right now. AJ Styles, absolute legend, absolute stud. The loser of this gets what? I mean, you know what I mean? Both these guys should be winning at WrestleMania, not one of them losing.
I got Knight over this, but like
100% it's going to be LA Knight, man. But that doesn't do anything for AJ Styles.
I'm still out of the investment.
I'm not wasting any more time on that crap. Randy Orton defeats Grayson Waller, and that's obvious. We all knew that was going to happen. Randy coming out in prime shape. All right. It was a fun match, and then at the end, you get to see Austin Theory get stunned, pop up RKO, which was sick. It was sick. That all looked good. The only thing that didn't look good was the transition from the stunner to the RKO, that later on spot. Whatever. It's all right. Santos Escobar defeats Dragon Lee. Good match.
And Dragon Lee had a lot of offensive moves in this match. He looked good. I think for what it was, he looked good. Wasn't a long match, but
yeah, Big Fresh. I agree with you. I think they're both in the best shape of their life right now. They might surprise me and steal the show. We'll find out what's going to happen. But Santos looking prime form on SmackDown. Looks like we got a big war going on. Carlito's in action. Rey Mysterio's in action. All the stars are out tonight.
You see, I think they're playing with us because they saved the matches next week. I think there's going to be a cheap way out. I thought this would be a WrestleMania match. I still think it will be.
It probably will be a WrestleMania match. I mean, there's not enough matches yet. They still have 2.5 weeks to book more matches. New Catch Republic defeats Pretty Deadly in another tag team championship qualifying match. And I feel like Pretty Deadly should have won this, but what are you going to do?
I feel like the injury for one of them, I don't know who it was. It was the blonde dude. I feel that just totally bring them way down, and now they're in no way of direction of where they're going. But let me be honest with you, the fans weren't into this match. This was a good match.
It was a good match. No, but why would the fans be into it?
I liked it. I liked the match.
But I still think that team right there is the best tag team on SmackDown. Pound for pound.
Okay.
On SmackDown. We're moving to Bailey defeating Dakota Kai via disqualification. Wasn't super impressed with any of this. I heard Asuka hurt her knee also on this.
Oh, yeah, because she's, I don't know. But this is my take on it. You want to build this team some heat. I get it, but it's not working, Savage. I think this is the most underwhelming match we're going to get at WrestleMania, and it has nothing to do with Bailey. It has nothing to do with Io Sky. It's just the way everything is just flowing, and it's not flowing right. I mean, what was the purpose of this match, Savage? Think about it. This match only got 8 minutes, okay? That's 8 minutes after the entrance.
In their eyes, the purpose on this match was just to get Bailey a little victory.
The purpose was to get Io Sky a little heat, right? Because that's what it was at the end.
Yeah.
But it's not working.
No, of course it's not working.
I'm not blaming the language barrier or anything. Just the way everything is booked since Bailey won. This is probably the most depressing match that I have to watch because I had high hopes for it. I had more high hopes for it than Ripley and Lynch, and that came along real quick. What, December? This story was built for over a year.
I mean, listen, it still has a chance to steal the show at WrestleMania. We know Bailey can go. We know Sky can go. Let's see what it does. Do you think this is a night one match?
This has to be night one. I would put this the opener, to be honest.
Do you think Bailey wins? Naomi came out to help her a little bit. She made sure Asuka felt the glow, all right?
Yeah. I'm glad that Naomi is booked into a clown fest over here because what the hell are we putting Naomi in? Let's be honest. But I get what this is all going. It's going to set up Bianca Belair because she had her down. So we'll probably see her next week or whatever joining. So we'll see.
And that's how SmackDown ended too. So Jay didn't like the way SmackDown ended, basically, is what he's saying. Not happy with it.
I didn't like how it ended because it was supposed to serve a purpose and it failed.
Do you think this served its purpose on Monday Night Raw's opening where Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso engaged?
Now, everybody want to give me shit. That's fine. You write in the chats all you want. But I've been saying it. This story would have been top-notch, superb. It's been built for 3 or 4 freaking years now. And now it's going to be a night one. I would put this the opener too. I would put this to opener the match. Why? Oh, why you say that, Jay? Why? They have mad heat. Okay, it's not about that. You want to build Jimmy Heat? Where's the heat? This guy hasn't had a singles match or a win in the last 6 months. Let's be real. You want to build some heat, you got to build the guy some wins. And I'm not talking about no tag team matches with his brother Solo. I'm talking about him having single matches and building him into at least a legitimate threat. Now, when I watch this match, I already know who's going to win. It's obviously Jey Uso. Why? Because of the booking. Was this good? Yes, but that's how I feel.
Well, we can't guarantee he's going to win because at the end of the day, you still have that X factor of Solo Sikoa. You have Solo Sikoa. You have people that are I'm not going to name names right now, but I'll say this: there's 2 other bloodlines.
You want to build Jay main event Uso? You cannot bring him down at WrestleMania.
There's 2 other bloodline members who have signed with WWE, man. That's all you need to know.
We got him, man. We're not going to put him on right now. We'll put him later.
We'll find out what's going to happen that night. I don't know. DIY defeats the Creed brothers to qualify for their tag team match at WrestleMania. And this, I don't really know how I feel about this. I feel like you have the opportunity to take one of your hottest new and upcoming teams who have been killing it on the road, getting over with the fans. I mean, you've been putting them in hella good spots to get over with the fans. And then you give it to DIY, who, by the way, has been getting no crowd reaction at all, like for a long time now. And you give it to them again, and guess what? They still get no crowd reaction.
I want to say a couple things. First, Big Fresh, main event at Mania. Yeah, it's trash, but he has the momentum, and you got to give him a big win at Mania. Now, going to this, this was a great match. Okay, I don't care what anybody says. It got enough time. It was a great match, and I'm gonna say this, Savage. This was Creed Brothers' best match. I feel it was. Why? Because of all the near fall spots.
Well, a lot of technical wrestling, a lot of nonstop action, the near fall spots, all of it. Yes.
Do you see how Julius looked like a freak right there? Oh my God!
It was a great match. This was probably the best match on Raw.
Yeah, it probably was, and it was great. And I think it was the Creed Brothers' best match on the main roster. And yeah, the crowd is not really behind either team because of the way they're booked. But right now, if you put Jay, who you have for Mania winning right now, my horse would be DIY just because of how this has all began.
I think you're probably not wrong. I think Triple H is a very big Johnny Gargano fan, Ciampa fan, and I think he wants to give them their moment at WrestleMania. And by the way, at the end of the day, they've been working more with Judgment Day than any of these other tag teams. So it's kind of obvious they're planting the seed for a heated rivalry between Judgment Day and DIY after DIY beat them for those titles.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. This would be my running horse right now.
That was definitely the match of the night. Deserved a much better crowd reaction than what it got. Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell defeated Katana Chance and Kaden Carter, and this got an even less crowd reaction.
First of all, this wasn't even a match. This was just to build Candice LeRae heel persona. Savage, I loved it. And you know what I loved even more? Yeah, Indy Hartwell can't wrestle, but her face reactions to everything is priceless. And I feel she would join LeRae at some big match at some point.
Could happen. We might see it.
It's great. I love it.
Now we get to Cody Rhodes, who struck back at The Rock. And he had his little promo. He's shaking hands with Paul Heyman, who made a deal with Cody Rhodes. Overall, I thought this was Cody Rhodes' probably best promo of this year. I'm not going to say ever, but probably this year is probably the best he has sounded on the mic. He sounded very confident, and he showed that he's not, holding back with his PG bullshit. He can curse too, and he kind of went hard at The Rock, man, and I liked it.
I'm just gonna stay neutral. I don't hate it, and I don't love it. Where we come from, Savage, from the streets of New York, Queens. We all know that when somebody talks about your mama, it gets real heated. It gets real heated real quick, whether it's verbal or physical. I expected more from Cody, if that makes sense. I just felt like he was just throwing like little one-liners, sort of like Seth freaking Rollins did with that diarrhea crap.
Yeah.
The LSD and all that. Yeah, I get all that LDS, whatever. I just feel when somebody talks about your mama, you really got to come hard. And I didn't feel the impact. He talked about The Rock's mom. He talked about how she was a nice lady, this and that, awesome mom, all fair is game. I didn't like that line. I just felt that I think Cody had a game plan, if that makes sense, when he was coming out, but I think he was trying to struggle. Well, how am I really going to transition from me being this quiet guy, this calm, reserved, intelligent speaking guy to now I'm going to talk about your mama and say certain things, that may be out of context, if that makes sense. I just needed to see a little more fire, man. I mean, I think you can agree that if somebody talks about your mama, what we do with those people, you would want to see some more fire than what we saw with those, I don't know, cuss lines.
Yeah, but here's the thing: he's not talking to The Rock directly in his face. He's sitting in a ring talking to The Rock. I feel like the heavy shots have to be reserved for when you're in their face.
I mean, yeah, you could say that, but I just feel like he was really struggling. I feel like something was a little off in the promo.
I didn't see the struggle. I think he had his message.
I thought
listen, first of all, he didn't have to talk bad about The Rock's mom because he's not a bad guy. He's a good guy. So he's not going to sit there and trash someone's mom. you know, what he's going to do is he's going to defend his mom. And that's what he did. He defended his mom.
You don't necessarily have to like say cuss words to disrespect somebody's mother, but you could say a nice, clever line that could get people like, ooh, well, wow, I didn't even think of that. I just felt like
I'm telling you the reason why I think he didn't do it is because he has like a line that he won't cross as a character. Like he wants to be that shining beacon of light, like a good guy.
He crossed it. He crossed it on that promo. He cursed not once but twice.
Yes, but he didn't curse at The Rock's mom. He cursed at The Rock, which is fun.
But he still you're trying to apply to. I'm just talking about in general. Like he broke out of character. He is not like that.
I don't think he's breaking out of character. I think he's molding into a new one because WWE is headed obviously in a new direction, Jay. This cursing wouldn't be happening on TV now in this particular time
I just thought
if we're not changing.
You and I listen to rap songs. It's like a rap song. Somebody just dissed the track, talk about your mother, and you come out. That's an ether, and you come out with super ugly. I mean, it's not good. You may think it. I'm not saying it's bad or good, but
I'm not disagreeing with you. But what I'm saying is, you know, Cody, I think has, he has a different mindset on how he approaches these promos. And anyway, Paul Heyman did a good job. Let's keep it moving. Ricochet defeats Dirty Dominic Mysterio. And this was actually, it was a good match. I liked it.
Dominic.
So what?
This is an average match that's going nowhere. I don't even know where that rivalry is going.
Well, Ricochet picks up the win.
He just got a book him.
He beats Mysterio clean, which I'm not a fan of that.
If I see Ricochet at WrestleMania, I'm going to laugh. I'm gonna be like, this guy.
Well, see, here's what I don't understand, and what confuses me is you got Dirty Dom over here, who's probably of the last year, probably been getting the most heat out of any human being in the building, and he's not being featured in a huge storyline for himself.
You know why?
There's a few reasons.
It's wrestling. It's his wrestling. Come on.
No, I don't think. I think his wrestling is improved.
He does not have a lot of technique.
We'll move on to this worthless segment, and it's worthless because I agree with Chad Gable. Sami Zayn cannot beat Gunther.
This was one of the weirdest segments I've ever seen in my life, but it was fast, and thank God.
I don't care. I'll say it online. I said it to somebody yesterday in a conversation. When it comes to in-ring ability, Sami Zayn's great. But as full character mic work, Sami Zayn is overrated. His mic work, overrated.
Great. His mic work was never great, man.
No, that's not true. In NXT, he knows how to work, man.
Don't like 10 years ago, bro. It's like
even today.
Years, bro.
He main evented WrestleMania last year. He obviously knows how to do something. The Awesome Truth defeats Indus Sher to qualify for the tag team ladder match at WrestleMania.
I don't know who was going to win this.
I thought Indus Sher had a chance if they weren't taking on The Miz and R-Truth. But since you're taking on The Miz and R-Truth, who are like just over.
What do they call them? Indian Tigers? That's what Cole said. Indus Sher stands for Indian Tigers.
It was nice to see Jinder Mahal on TV, though.
Yeah, for like 2 seconds.
Drew McIntyre questioned Seth freaking Rollins.
Love the shirt.
This was actually good. Seth Rollins, I liked it.
Stop lying to the people. Stop lying to the people.
I liked Seth Rollins' promo. I thought he did good. I thought he did better. I thought he did better than
every week.
I thought he did better than Drew McIntyre. What did you think?
It's the same thing everybody watches every week. These two talk. There's nothing new. They're saying the same thing over, folks. Wake up. Wake up.
Oh, they're not supposed to put hands on each other. What do you want them to do?
I don't want them to put hands. I want them to say different shit. It's the
New Day defeated Alpha Academy to qualify for the tag team title match at WrestleMania, the ladder match. So the New Day are back. They're in it, whether you like it or not. I didn't care for this match. I didn't care for that match at all. But I did care about this match. Now, I'm not going to say this was the best match on Raw, but it was pretty damn close. Becky Lynch. I give it to Becky Lynch, man. Listen, and Nia Jax taking the rock bottom off the apron to the floor. That's a tough bump, man. Shut your ass up, man, you little man. You don't know what it's like to take a bump like that.
I actually do, by the way.
We could do it again. See how you do it at this age.
Oh, can I say something about this match? Since you said it was close enough to a great match.
Well, it wasn't a match of the night, but you know, it could have.
I have never seen any WWE superstar struggle with the way I saw Becky Lynch in this match. I mean, for God's sakes, this woman cannot do a move on her. She's really, really immovable. I just don't know why everybody puts Nia Jax. I really hope we see her off TV. It's not because of that. I think she needs to go back to NXT, work on the fundamentals. She is dangerous. Did you see the part that she grabbed the steel chair and she just threw it and almost hit Becky Lynch's face? Like,
Oh,
are
wow.
you kidding me? Oh, well.
Oh, wow.
Oh, well. And let me talk about how embarrassing you look when you're a heel, over 300 pounds. You put a table, the leg breaks, you do another spot, and then you say to yourself, well, I know the leg broke, but instead of getting another table, I'm going to go back to the table that broke, and I'm going to try to put it up, and I'm going to get laughed at because guess what? I did that, and I was the laughing stock for about 3 seconds. I mean, for God's sakes, I'm just glad Becky Lynch walked out of here alive. I'm glad.
Not only did she walk out alive, but she walked out the winner, got back in the ring, and was met by Rhea Ripley, and they had a nice little standoff. Nothing physical from what I know. It'd be interesting if any of the fans out there were there in attendance. Let me know what happened when the cameras went off the air. Did we get any words? Did we get any fighting? I'd love to know in the comments. Let me know. Overall, Raw was entertaining. Next week we have another big Monday Night Raw coming up, and then I believe
hope there's no tag match.
April 1st you have The Rock at Monday Night Raw. Now we'll get into NXT. We got Stand and Deliver coming up soon. Roxanne Perez opens up the show, and she's having a match with Tatum Paxley, and she doesn't even hesitate to go and just beat the hell out of her as soon as she gets to the ring. Basically abuses her. Nice move by Tatum, though, by the way, and nice work by Tatum tonight. She looked good in the ring. Pop rocks, and the match is over after she would force her to tap out. And then, of course, Valkyria would come out, and she'd get her ass beat, too. Roxanne, they're making her look like a boss. She's coming out here beating the shit out of people, talking trash, and looking good doing it on NXT on a Tuesday night. Jay.
Now, I've been getting a lot of shit from being on the Roxanne Perez bandwagon since day one. Now everybody wants to jump on Roxanne Perez bandwagon. Let's just calm down, people, all right? Let me tell you something about this woman right now. Her heel work is exceeding my expectations, and it's only been 2 weeks, okay? That just says a whole lot. I know you said Taylor Paxley looked good. Yeah, she looked good because she's improving and selling, but those kicks that she was doing tonight were a little off. Let's face it. Roxanne Perez is doing, I think, the most natural heel work that I have seen in anyone in just 2 weeks. Let's not forget that she had mic work to bring out Valkyria. So she did get on the mic, and I thought that was great also for the second week in a row. This woman is killing it. Cora Jade is injured. Who steps up? Roxanne Perez. Why is her heel run going great, Savage, you ask? Why? Because the motive is organic.
I didn't ask why.
It's justified because you can relate. Oh, my God, this woman's been screwed out of the title. She never lost or whatever, and she never gets opportunity. It's organic, it's natural, and she's rolling with it, and she's exceeding expectation.
No, she looks good, and I think she's going to take the title from Valkyria because right now she's demonstrating more character than Valkyria has in the last few months.
She's struggling.
I think she's going to take that title from her, and well-deserved.
She has to.
We have a segment here between Alpha Academy and Meta 4. They're going to have a match later tonight. We'll get into that later.
Oh,
and
God.
This is Valkyria basically demanding that Ava makes that match official.
Why is she not having an impact? I don't get it.
She's
You're
like,
the GM,
she's
for
like,
God's sake. Make me feel it. Make me feel it.
she's young. She doesn't get it yet. It's gonna take some time, or she's gonna go about the same path that what Noelle Foley went. She'll come in and she'll leave immediately.
Right now, you tell me how much time I gotta give you.
You got to give her as enough time as The Rock says you have to give her.
Well, she won't get fired. Believe that.
Her dad runs the company now, so I don't know. I'd probably disagree with that, but we'll find out. Maybe she just doesn't have that cut of cloth from The Rock himself. Maybe not. Josh Briggs comes out. He looks good. He's pissed off. He's pissed off at Obafemi. He's talking shit. He's talking trash. Dijak comes out. He gets involved. He's in there now. Hey, what do you got going on over here, man? Basically,
I'll tell you what they got. First
some
of
more
all,
feed for Oba.
let me just talk about Briggs and Dijak real quick. Briggs did his worst liner I ever heard in my life, calling Dijak Shaft, and then Dijak had the best response. Like, what do you mean, white Shaft? I'm white. That was awesome. That was great. It was organic because I know Bridge effed up. He didn't know what to say. Let's talk about the guy in the middle, Obafemi. This guy, Savage, the rumor, my sources are saying that management is very high on him. They're liking what they see, and he's exceeding expectations. And he's doing it here tonight, Savage. He did it. He's confident. I told you he has some sort of swagger, and the people are behind it, whether he's heel or face. I mean, this guy is what you want out of a WWE. If you were to just build somebody in a lab or whatever, or a tour, whatever, this is it. This guy, this figure, this guy is what a WWE superstar should be in every way. Yes,
he's very good. He's killing it.
He's great.
We get it.
He's great.
Joe Gacy now apparently going to target Sean Spears. We'll see where this is going to lead. I'm not even going to get too into this. This might just be a comedy show at this point.
You know where it leads.
This is the new 24/7 segment here, I guess. I don't know. Sports Illustrated talking about NXT is a big deal. People should respect it. NXT was a developmental brand that is now being discussed by Sports Illustrated, and they're letting everybody know that Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams have a match, and it's a marquee match.
How much WWE pay for that?
Shut your ass up, man. Listen.
You act like these guys
Carmelo
are
Hayes,
superstars from sports. Like,
you're just jealous that you don't have the kind of money that Carmelo Hayes has, that he can hire this kind of personal security. Look at this guy.
That man's boss, man. He doesn't even know if he's main roster NXT.
He's a boss. All right, it's tag team time, and I'll say this: the only person who really impressed me in this match was Nathan Frazier. Nathan Frazier's speed, I think he's faster than Braun Breaker hitting the ropes, to be honest with you.
No.
I think so.
So
what? You didn't like this match? Charlie Dempsey and losing?
Bourne was rough. It was rough.
You didn't like those power slams?
One power slam?
Two.
And the second one was what? Impressive? You gotta be kidding me. This match didn't do nothing for me.
What'd you think about the Spanish fly into the
I see it every time. Every Tuesday I see it. Every Tuesday these guys do it.
Well, they're now number one contenders for the tag team titles. LWO. Let's see who else is going to get in that tournament later on. NXT Anonymous hard at work again, spying on Robert Stone and Von Wagner. Robert Stone's telling Wagner, do whatever the hell you want. This is the only way they could get them on TV this week because we couldn't have room for them on the actual show. Then we got a little interview with Alpha Academy talking some trash to Baron Corbin and Braun Breaker. This was probably the most entertaining segment of the night, and it was only for 2 seconds.
I didn't like it. I
didn't like anything tonight, to be honest with you. So Ruka comes out. She has a match against Brindley Reese with Malik Blade and Idris Sanofi. And So Rika just kicking ass. She did that very well. It was good.
So Ruka kicking ass.
She came out, kicked the shit out of this girl, man. It was a squash match. What do you mean?
Listen. This, you know what this match is called? This is a play it safe match. This was a play it safe match. First of all, you got a developmental girl right here. You only seen this is the second match, by the way, everybody. Second match. What did I tell you? Blade and Nofe are gonna get a push with this girl. Didn't I tell you? And now they come out with her. So listen to that.
Where's Maddie?
This was a play it safe match. There was nothing impressive that Reese did that was new, that was woo, that was wow. And Ruka didn't do much either. That's all I'm saying. She just came back from injury. You don't want to rush her. Just slow play.
Well, Blair Davenport's not playing around. She comes out and sends a clear message to Sol Ruka attacking her.
Yeah, that's Riley Osborne's fiance. I can't believe it.
Wow.
Shocked.
Yeah, God. Miss Grace over here talking some more trash. And there's our the newest NXT roster right there.
She needs to help Gigi Dolan because Gigi Dolan is lost. She's
lost?
help. Yeah, come on. Let's be real. When's the last time you saw Gigi Dolan at a premium live event? You haven't.
Rich Holland.
Gets more cringe. Here comes the cringeness. The sad.
I don't even care. I'll say this. I did not like this segment with Tony D. I think they should stick. I think they should stick to their vignettes.
Okay, I can see where you're going with that, but I'm gonna say that Tony D has the potential to be a big time player after Stand and Deliver. But
Well, I think he's going to win it. Stand and Deliver. I think he's the new NXT champion. It's obvious.
I don't know, but will they pull the trigger? If so, I think they could do great things with the D'Angelo family. It could be a nice fraction that could go at least carry us 6 months in. But I don't know if they're going to pull the trigger.
Because I think it's time for Dragunov to get to the main roster.
I mean, you could have him win and then drop it the next premium live event.
Imagine matches like with Dragunov and Seth Rollins, Dragunov and Roman Reigns, Dragunov and Gunther, Dragunov and anybody.
But here's
Drew
the thing.
McIntyre.
If Tony D wins, you can't put Trick with Tony D right away.
No. That's going to be a slow burn.
I don't know.
We'll have to talk about that. NXT Championship match coming up. Valkyria versus Roxanne Perez. I'm definitely picking Roxanne Perez to walk out of there. Thea Hale telling her man that she loves him, basically, without telling him she loves him.
No,
she didn't know who she was. She's trying to find out who she is, but she loves Riley Osborne. We all know it. It's clear as day. He has an opportunity right now to win the Heritage Cup, but before we can get into that, we see Carmen Petrovich. Your hands can't hit what your eyes can't see. Who wants to kick it with me? Hashtag karate. And then you have Lola Vice, who's just laughing her ass off, saying that your Ninja Turtle karate skills are hilarious. You wouldn't last 30 seconds in a cage with me. And I think that's real talk.
This is going to be a bad developmental match.
Oh, we're going to see what's going on right here. Riley Osborne taking on a seasoned vet and Drew Gulak. I actually did enjoy this match. I liked it a little bit. I liked it.
I don't like the format, once again, but it was decent for what it was.
There were some good sequences in this match, and
you know what it was? The finish.
Riley, listen, the finish was bad. The match was good, but the finish was bad. But Riley Osborne, you can clearly see he's a stud. Drew Gulak is great at working with anybody. He can have a wrestling match with just about anybody except maybe Nia Rose or Nia Jax, whatever the hell her name is.
Can't.
Good match, though. Good match. I liked it. But the finish was trash. Jay's not lying. Thea Hale finally notices JC Jane by the ringside, and she starts losing her mind. That allows for the distraction. She grabs on Riley's legs, and Drew Gulak is able to pick up the win. Dirty win, but they're dirty characters.
So bad the finish.
Okay.
Ugh. Change it.
Kind of looks like a horse.
Horrible. And what the hell?
No catch, quarter, whatever the hell crew. Oh God. We got Jensen in the parking lot with Fallon Henley, and he's basically crying about how everybody knows what they're doing with their life, and you're all winners, and I'm a loser, and yada yada.
It's true.
All right, Chase U, big news. Ava Rain letting Duke Hudson know he might be NXT North American Championship material.
No.
MVP says he can dig that. Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows at the bottom of their careers here on NXT.
Yeah. Live. You don't want to miss.
I'm sure the highlight of their year, taking on Hank and Tank in a tag team qualifying match.
You know, I thought the Good Brothers looked like the rookies, and Walker and Tank.
I was actually going to say something good about this. Listen, Hank and Tank have come a long way.
Are you kidding me?
They've come a long way. Listen, I'm not going to say that. Listen.
Did I hear Walker 3 times call a spot?
Shut your ass up.
Call a spot.
At the end of the day, these guys just started wrestling like 9 weeks ago. Stop it.
You're lying. You're lying. The other guy's been wrestling NXT UK.
Nah, man.
Walker is the green.
Barely.
Look it up. Look it up.
I don't care. I'm talking about NXT, man. That's what counts.
Look at the Good Brothers. They look like the rookies.
Nah. But they were able to pick up the win. Roxanne Perez has a few more words. Looking good, looking confident. Kiana James, Izzy, Dame, Casey Jane, and Jasmine Nix. And then we're gonna have a little scrap going on.
So is this what it is, Savage? When you make the company over 2 years, they give you like a little developmental girl, and you're supposed to help her grow?
Probably, yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what happens. Dragunov versus Tony D for the NXT Championship at Stand and Deliver. I think we're gonna see a new NXT champion in Tony D. Should be a good match. Carmelo Hayes taking on Trick Williams. Trick Williams is on a big run right now, and the fans are truly behind him. I think it's a must-win situation for Trick Williams and his career to keep that momentum going, probably sending them to SmackDown together, because I think that gimmick, I mean, during the Rock segment, they were chanting, "Whoop that Trick." I mean, for a reason.
Yeah, but you can't put him up right away.
Yellow's
already signed.
I don't know. Dragunov versus Stax next week on NXT. I feel bad for Stax.
I'm interested.
I think Stax is going to get a whooping, but who knows? Maybe the family will come in to help, and Dragunov won't be able to do a damn thing. If I was Dragunov, I don't mess with the family. I stay far away until the match itself, and maybe bring in some of your own family to have you, have a safety net there, man. Oh, God. If Alpha Academy win, they advance.
They're probably going to win.
Next week.
They're probably going to win.
Terrible. Thea Hale taking on Jasmine Nix and
I'm going to pay attention to this.
Thea Hale's going to win this match.
That's Nix.
Duke Hudson versus Josh Briggs. Duke Hudson versus Josh Briggs. And we got Sean Spears versus Dijak. Interesting.
Isn't it obvious? Isn't it obvious who's going to win?
Oh, Joe Gacy's coming out, yeah.
Oh, look. Josh Briggs, Dijak, Oba, triple threat. Right there. Look, they just gave it to you. Right here.
Maybe.
No, that's it. That's the
match.
I
see what's going to happen. So Joe Gacy's going to come out and cause Sean Spears to lose.
And Hudson's not going to win.
And Hudson's just not going to win.
He's not going to win.
Okay. And we have Trick Williams having an interview in the back. He doesn't care that Carmelo's in the building. He's going to go out there for the main event and take on one of my favorites, Noam Dar. And guess what? Great match. I liked it. I even liked the ending, the setup. It was a good trick by Carmelo Hayes, who came out dressed up as a security guard and had one of his security guards dressed up as him. Trick Williams, by the way, did not kiss Lash Legend again. That would have been lit. But go ahead, Jay. What did you think about the finish, and what did you think about everything that happened at the end with Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams?
By watching the match, you can see why they're not giving Trick Williams another shot at their biggest event, Stand and Deliver, for the NXT Championship. I mean, some of those punches missed. Let's be honest. I need to see more movesets from this guy, and I think his verbal skills is getting him further than his wrestling skills. So hopefully Trick picks it up in the next few weeks to have a good match with Melo. I love the Trick Savage. You were right. That was something that I think caught everyone. If he wasn't caught, then I don't know what you're watching. I got caught as well. I thought it was good, and I thought it was money. I'm definitely interested in watching this match.
Well done to go into WrestleMania weekend, Stand and Deliver. I loved it. Thank you for watching Wrestling with Savage. This past weekend, I got to hang out with Mick Foley, Alpha Jr. Great weekend. Really loved it. Really appreciated it. Got some, obviously got some merch signs, got some autographs right there, which is awesome. And WrestleCon's coming up. We're going to have the House of Heathens. Teal Piper and Demos are in the house. We'll be at Philadelphia WrestleCon at the Sheraton. all week long. I'll get there early on Thursday, April, all the way to April 7th. So Savage will be there. Marty Jannetty will be there. Black Dahlia will be in the house. Saya Brookside will be in the house. Teal Piper, Demos, obviously come on down and see them. Tatanka also be in the house on Saturday. Savage will be there all week long. If you've never been to WrestleCon and you're going to be in the area, now you have a good reason to come to WrestleCon. Come hang out with Savage, Marty, Tatanka. I got legends in the building, and you never know what Savage is going to do on a WrestleMania weekend. And I'll just say this. I'll put this out into the universe. Don't be surprised when I send you the selfie with Vince McMahon. You've been watching Wrestling with Savage. I'll see you next. Actually, no, tomorrow. AEW. AEW. Oh, my God. We got so much to talk about. AEW. By the way, Darby Allin's not climbing the mountain this year. Maybe next year.
We'll talk about that.
Maybe next year. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Let me do it.
Pedigree, 1, 2, 3, proud to you live as a champ. A last ride straight to hell, a tombstone, a choke slam. Here to give it to you raw. This is Wrestling with Savage. SmackDown, hold the title. This is Wrestling with Savage. What?
Wrestling with Savage begins now.